Rich Dad, Poor Dad book review. Welcome to Momentum Property Education. My name is Daniel Wood. I'm one of the founders of the company, and I am very excited to be giving you our review of Rich Dad, Poor Dad. Now, Rich Dad, Poor Dad is honestly one of my favorite books. So yes, this is going to be a positive review. So if you're looking for a negative review, go somewhere else because I love the book. The book changed my life. So Rich Dad, Poor Dad, if you haven't read Rich Dad, Poor Dad, it's the story about how Robert Kiyosaki, as a young boy, had what he says, two dads, all right? He had his father, who was his poor dad because his father was a well-educated, high statesman in Hawaii. His rich dad was a hustling entrepreneur who was building a business empire. And what was really exciting about this is seeing how over the years, the advice he took, where it took him. For me, that book was a game changer. Before I read it, I was an employee. I was working for a company and I was honestly miserable. I was working, 60, 70, 80 hours a week. And for me, it was like I was working for my weekend. I was working hard 5 days a week to maybe get 2 days off. I was working 47 weeks to maybe get 5 weeks of vacation. Yeah, I live in Sweden. We got 5 weeks vacation. So that's nice. But still, 47 weeks for 5 is not a good switch, right? And I saw waiting till 65 to retire as crazy. I could not stand the thought. And that is when I started working as a consultant for two young men who'd set up their own recruitment company. They brought me in to help them with the branding of the business. And I after a while, I learned that they were on the management track of one of the largest banks in Sweden. And I asked them, how could you leave what would have been my dream job, my dream career, to go and start something of your own? And they said, well, have you read the book, Rich Dad, Poor Dad? I said, no, I haven't. I said, well, read that. If you still have that question, come back and ask it. And so I ordered the book. I said, fair enough, let's do it. I read the book and I got it. All right. Because what Robert Kiyosaki and his wife, Kim Kiyosaki, talk about in the book is how to start building assets. It's how to get assets, that could be stocks, property, companies, commodities, something that brings you cash flow, that makes you money, whether you go to work or not, and get rid of liabilities, meaning things that cost you money. And by doing that, by creating more assets, you create passive income. This started me on a journey of exploration. I started investing in property. And you know what happened when I started thinking, I'm going to create assets, I'm going to reduce my liabilities, and I'm going to build my dream future. You know how that went? I got ripped off for 400,000 pounds. Yes, so it wasn't the most ideal start. And in the end, you got to remember, a book is not the same as a mentor. A book can only bring you that far, but it opened the door. What was so amazing to me is a couple years later, we brought Kim Kiyosaki to Sweden. And she had held, she was a keynote at our Empowered Women event. And she shared so empowering lessons to our audience, sharing how you turn things around. And what's great about running an event is you actually get to know the speaker. You get to meet them, take them out for dinner, and she gave us so good advice on how to turn our business around. We actually work with the Rich Dad organization today. We're translating the cash flow game, Cash Flow 101, to Swedish, which is so exciting and such an honor to be working with them. I've actually had Kim Kiyosaki on the Momentum Investing podcast, so you can probably find it here on our YouTube channel and check it out. So make sure you check out these different videos here. We got some great interviews on the channel. But to me, I would have not I run an investment company today. We have about 50 homes we're providing. We're the founding investor in a golf resort in South Wales. We do cryptocurrency, we do stocks, we do venture capital. We have all these different investment arms. And it all started with that book, thinking Rich Dad, Poor Dad. If you haven't read Rich Dad, Poor Dad, please go do it. If this review tells you something about it, and that you think maybe you should read it, look, it's a book. It doesn't cost you a lot. It doesn't take you a long time to read. And I can tell you, it has changed the lives of a lot of people around the world. So please go read it. It will change things for you. Make sure you follow our channel as well, because we got updates on the economy, what's going on in the economy, interviews with experts like Kim Kiyosaki. We got a lot of other exciting experts as well coming on the show, so make sure you stay tuned. We just did an interview with Roger, the castle guy. So if you want to buy a castle, we got an interview that explains how. And on Fridays, on Saturdays here, we have Passive Income Mastery, so you can learn how to create your passive income, how to create those assets, and live that dream life that you deserve. So thank you so much for joining us today, and I hope you see you soon.